Hi friend, I am Ajit. Today's topic is receptor. So before that discussing about receptor, I'd like to describe about ligand. What is mean by ligand? See, that is ligand. Ligand may be any substances which binds to receptor or substances which bind with the receptor. That ligand may be hormone, neurotransmitter. The neurotransmitter may be inhibitory and exhibitory neurotransmitter, and the drug may be ligand, or toxic substances may be ligand, or chemical substances also may be ligand. If you want to know about the drug, so I would like to express about the drug. Drug is a chemical compound or chemical substances. It may be natural substances which used for treatment, diagnosis and prevention of the disease and disorder. That is drug. And there is receptor is there. After binding ligand to the receptor, it will produces biological action or biological effect. You can say that is the input and that is the output, and this binding site is called ligand binding domain. When ligand is binding to the receptor, in which portion it is binding of the receptor, that particular portion called ligand binding domain. When ligand, this hormone, neurotransmitter, drug, toxin or chemical, this all are ligand, is bind to ligand binding domain of the receptor, and it produces biological action or biological effect, then we will call that is receptor. Suppose one ligand is bind to the ligand binding domain. After binding, it not produces any biological effect or biological action. Then if not produces biological action or biological effect, then we should not consider that is a receptor, or otherwise you can say that is not ligand, because receptor or ligand, when they bind, they should produce biological action or biological effect. If you go for the definition, that is the definition for the receptor. Receptor is a macromolecules to which a particular ligand binds. See, this is a receptor, and this is a macromolecule here, and here ligand binding domain, the particular binding of this ligand in that ligand binding site, and the receptor undergo some biological changes and it produces biological action or biological effect. That is the receptor. And one more time, the definition of the receptor. Receptor is a macromolecule, not micro. This is macro, mean big molecule, to which a particular ligand bind. After binding, receptor undergoes some biological changes and it produces biological action or biological effect. Unless it not produce biological action or biological effect, we should not consider that is the receptor. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.